Hello and welcome again to Biblical Greek with Ryan. This is the Professing Alls. My name is Ryan. Now today we're just going to be looking at diphthongs. Now a diphthong is a digraph, which is two writings, so digraph, two writings, two letters that are put together to create a certain sound. So a digraph refers to any two letters coming together. A diphthong is specifically two consonants coming together to produce a particular or two vowels, I should say, coming together to produce a new sound. Now, in the blue here, we have the modern Greek pronunciation. I do apologize, there are cars driving past. So if you hear that in the background, I do apologize. So in the blue, we have modern Greek pronunciation of these letters. In the green, the Erasmian, okay? So the first one, we have alpha iota. Now, in Erasmian, it would be pronounced exactly as you would expect. I. So you have the I, E. So you're combining the sound of alpha and the E sound of iota. So you have I. In modern Greek, it becomes an sound. E. Then we have epsilon iota, omicron iota, and epsilon iota. Now, as I said in the last video with iotization, there are lots of vowels that tend to change their sounds from the Erasmian pronunciation into an iota-like sound, which is what iotization is. And diphthongs are no exception to that. So all these different variants have the same sound. E. So it's almost like the epsilon, omicron, and epsilon are silent. E. Now, if you go to the Erasmian pronunciation, they would be pronounced exactly as you would expect. You have A, so you have I here, A here, A. So you have the E, epsilon, iota, A sound. Then you have the omicron iota sound, oi, which is oi. And then you have ui, which becomes we, or ui. But generally it takes on that W sound, that we sound. Then you have alpha, epsilon, and epsilon, okay? In modern Greek, they kind of do the same thing. The epsilon takes a V or an F sound, so you have av or af, and ev or f. So in classical Greek, in the Erasmian pronunciation, it'd be exactly as you would expect. Au and el or you. So au and you. So think of, in English, words that come from Greek generally still have the EV sound. So for example, the word for gospel is, or to give someone the gospel is to evangelize, or the gospel is the evangelion, right? We have that EV sound, but it's actually the euangelion, and it comes from the Greek word euangelizo, which is to evangelize. So it has that U sound in the Erasmian, but ev or f in Greek, or in modern Greek. Omicron, upsilon, exactly the same in both. Oo. This creates that long oo sound, as in roots. Oo. Now, there is what's called diaeresis. Diaeresis just means the two dots that are placed above a vowel to show that two vowels are not a diphthong. Now, we have this in English. The word naive is spelled N-A-I, diaeresis, V-E. So the two dots show that it's meant to be pronounced naive, not naive. Okay? Now, modern Greek and Erasmian Greek kind of do two different things with this. In Erasmian Greek, it does what you would expect. It would put these two letters into a separate, what's the word? separate syllable. Okay, so a very easy example is the word for Isaiah, which is, or I should put Isaias. Okay, so in Koine Greek, in Erasmian Greek, it would be sa I as, 4 syllables. Now, what Greek does, because of this alpha iota situation producing the S sound, if it's an alpha iota, it actually goes back to the I sound. I. So in modern Greek, they kind of pronounce this Isaias. So they pronounce it as 3 syllables. So they would pronounce it as what the Erasmian would if the diaresis wasn't there. So if the diaresis wasn't there, in classical Greek it would be pronounced Esaias, Esaias. But with the diaresis, it's Esaias, Esaias, Esaias. So 4 syllables, but in modern Greek they would say Isaias. Whereas without the diaresis, it would be pronounced Isaias, Isaias, because of that sound. So they're basically all the things you need to know about diphthongs. Next video, we're going to be looking at other digraphs, but specifically consonantal digraphs. And this is probably one of the biggest differences. Well, it's not one of the... there's lots of big differences between Erasmian and modern Greek pronunciation. But basically, after the next video, I'm not going to really talk too much about the differences anymore. We're just going to be sticking with the modern Greek pronunciation. So next video is basically the last time I'm going to really reference the Erasmian pronunciation, unless in future videos when I'm talking about certain vocabulary I might use it a little bit interchangeably with modern Greek. But this is enough for today, so hopefully you've enjoyed. If you've liked this, then please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.